Hey, Jason Blumer here with Blumer CPAs, and today we're going to talk about the cost of an employee mishire. Okay, let's start with we're going to hire somebody, and this is our new team member, and we're bringing them in at about $100,000 in revenue, and we want to give them a set of training clients. These come in at about $80,000. So we want this team member producing about $200,000, $225,000, $250,000 worth of revenue. So you can see we're already pretty short of that. We're actually not even break even yet, right? So for this employee, the clients, these training clients, are not even covering their salary yet. So 3 months in, so our new team member has been here 3 months, and that's about the time we can see their patterns of working, right? So the patterns are how efficient they are, how focused they are, how much they enjoy their work, are they committed to the team? These are the patterns we start to notice about their work. So 4 months in, we've already started talking to them if they're struggling. Remember, we're talking about this mishire. So when they're struggling about 4 months in, my partner and I, we're gonna start to want to make some decisions. Okay, right about this time at 6 months, this employee is no longer with us, so they're gone. And how can that happen? Well, they're gone because at 4 months, we start pressing in on that team. We want them to gain back their efficiency, gain back their focus. Remember, we've got $80,000 of revenue they're supposed to cover, but at 6 months, if they haven't made it, we need them to be gone or they've left at this point as well. Okay, so now what do? This team member is gone, so we still have to cover this $80,000 of revenue. Now, one thing to keep in mind, the employee is gone, so the $100,000 is gone. But up to this point, we've already spent $50,000, right? So they've been here 6 months. We have incurred a labor cost of $50,000. We were trying to grow. We were trying to make an investment. We wanted to give them this training group of clients, and we wanted them to have more. So the first cost you see is pretty massive, right? A mishire means you almost got nothing out of it, right? It's just a $50,000 cost. Now, one thing that's true here is somebody's got to serve this revenue, right? So a lot of times we'll pull in a leadership team, or the owners are going to step in here and start to serve this revenue. Okay, we've got to hire now. We have to serve those $80,000 worth of client revenue, and we want to grow too. So we're going to bring in another salary. We're going to try this again, essentially. So we're going to do a $100,000 salary, and we're going to have some clients come in. And again, those are the training group of clients, $80K. So you can see we're still not covering that salary with that client revenue, $20,000 loss. But as we're now, this team member is growing with us. They're doing a great job. So 1 year later, we're going to see them. We're going to see them with $110,000, right? So we gave them a 10% raise. And the revenue from clients, we were able to get them up to $150,000 in revenue. So now what we see is the $150,000 is fully covering the $110,000. This person is growing with us. They are really becoming a person that's focused on serving our clients long term. We're now covering their salary with the client revenue. Now we can really double down on growth. So let's talk about the cost of everything we just went through. I pointed out a lot of it, but I just want to highlight it again. This first person we hired that was a mishire, this was a cost to us. We saw 6 months later, we spent about $50,000 hoping they would be the person that would help us grow. They weren't. We lost that $50,000. Massive cost to our profit and loss statement. Well, another cost is the leadership team and owners. So leadership team and owners, their jobs are to help the company grow. That's what they're there for. We just use their capacity to produce revenue, which is what we wanted team members to do. And then, of course, the new person, they're training, right? So we're at a loss for the client revenue for the training. It does eventually work out, but this is what you're looking at when you're trying to hire somebody, and the potential and risk of a mishire is so huge, especially when you get up into the ranges of these $100,000 experienced team members. Those are majorly costly issues that you face as a firm. So the cost of a mishire is huge. And of course, our takeaway is get hiring right. Focus on the strategy of hiring and make sure you get it right the first time if you can.